Indians love to debate. It is in the DNA of the subcontinent and bleeds into the entirety of Dharmagana. Over the course of centuries, Indian thinkers begin to recognize methods of acceptable, reasonable debate and distinguishing them from the unacceptable Hetvabhasha or pseudo-reasoning debates. The branch of philosophy which studies the theories of reasoning and logic in debate is called Hetu Vidya or Hetu Shastra. The instructions which guide debaters in proper learning methods, proper conduct, and successful debates are the Vada and Tarka Vidya. The oldest known text in Hetu Vidya is the Tantra Yukti, which explains structured arguments and was compiled to structure debates in a parishad. Parishads are learned councils or academia. Debates and arguments were recognized both as Tarkavidya, the art of logical reasoning, and Hetu Vidya, science of causes, following the path of a well-disciplined method of inquiry or anvikshiki, testing scriptural knowledge by further scrutiny. Thus, all Dharmika scholars are trained in Tarkavidya, which is the art and skill of conducting successful debates and arguments, in Sabhasha or Vadavidhi in Parishads. This training includes the following: methods of presenting arguments as per a logically structured format, ways to defend one's thesis by means of pramana or genuine source of knowledge, to attack the opponent's thesis by means of indirect arguments, tarka, estimating the strengths and weaknesses of arguments of either side, establishing one's own points while setting aside those of the opponent. The training also includes the conduct necessary to handle different types of challenges. How to vanquish a person of blazing fame. How to behave with a senior opponent. How to handle an aggressive and troublesome opponent. How to conduct oneself in the prestigious parishad to influence the flow of debate and to impress the judges and the audience, etc. The two key texts which explain the different debates are the Charaka Samhita and the Nyaya Sutra. Charaka Samhita. The Charaka Samhita differentiates two types of Sabhasha or debates: Sadhaya Sabhasha, the friendly discussion, and Vigriha Sabhasha, the hostile and challenging discussion. The traits of Sadhaya Sabhasha are participants having scientific knowledge, power of argument and counter-argument, correct knowledge, not rejoicing in the defeat of the opponent, answering questions with confidence, and having a polite approach with the opponent. Sadhaya Sabhasha occurs with a person who is knowledgeable and experienced, thoroughly trained in statements and responses, does not get angered, is insightful and specialized in their subject, who is not extremely critical and difficult to please, is easily persuaded, and is themselves possesses proficient persuasion skills, is tolerant of speech, and has a pleasant speech themselves. Vigriha Sabhasha, the hostile and challenging debate, is conducted by examining the good and bad qualities of the opponent, based on which opponents are classified into superior, equal, and inferior. It is stated that one should not participate in a debate against a superior opponent, nor should one use tricky procedures to defeat an inferior opponent. The debaters must be familiar with logical terms known as the 44 Vada Margapada. These 44 terms are the standards which determine victory in a debate. Nyaya Sutra. The Nyaya Sutra distinguishes 3 types of debates. Vada, the good, honest debate, which has the goal of pursuing only the truth. Jalpa, the bad and tricky debate, where the goal is to win by any means. Vitarnata, a wrangling, destructive debate, which has the goal of destroying the opponent by any means. Vada is characterized by the use of logical arguments and rational, proper methods of establishing a thesis or main argument. Jalpa seeks nothing but victory. Wit and intelligence are used for tricks, false moves, and unfair means. If debaters are of equal capability, the debate can be kept within the bounds of rationality. Jalpa takes place in front of a panel of judges called Madhyastha and a chairman who's usually the organizer of the debate. The consensus of the judges declares the winner. Competitive debate falls under this category. Vitarnada is the notorious debate which seeks the destruction of the opponent. Trickery and simply refuting the thesis without providing any counter-thesis are used in this debate. However, according to philosophers like Sri Harsha and Nagarjuna, if the refutation of the opposing thesis were done with good reason and evidence without providing a counter-thesis, the debate would not be considered poor. This argument caused Gauda Sanatani to divide Vitarnada into 2 separate types, a type modeled on Jalpa, where only refutation is needed, and a type modeled on Vada, where only the refutation of the thesis is needed. Samabhasha Prakara, debate types. Compiling all this information from different scholars and traditions, we can conclude that the general Dharmika debate theory, or Samabhasha, has 4 types of debate. Samvada, measured by the honesty of the purpose. Vada, measured by the quality of debate. Jalpa, measured by the skills and decorum. Vitarnada, measured by the mutual regard of the participants. Samvada is simple discourse or the imparting of knowledge through teaching. Vada, Jalpa, and Vitarnada are structured debates based on the Tantra Yukti. Future videos will cover each of these 4 debate types with details regarding their conduct and the different elements involved. All sources and resources are provided in the description below. If you would like to participate in discussions, debates, or simply learn more about the darshanas and dharmika philosophy, I encourage you to join our Discord server, Ashram, or check out our Reddit, r/Ashram Philosophy. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Dhanyavada.